in for weeks 28 and 29. I am 29 weeks today, and I got a lot to update on. I saw my midwife today, and everything looked good. His heart rate was good. I'm slowly growing. Actually, I don't know. That's something that I'll bring up in a little bit. But I'm growing, and he's growing, and I just feel good, and I'm still pregnant, so that's good. So this appointment this morning was kind of I'm 5 pounds up from my pre-pregnancy weight, so that's exciting. But I had a lot of concerns this appointment versus last appointment. For those of you that have been following me, you know that I've been having contractions. I'm pretty sure I told you I was in the hospital twice. Once 2 weeks ago before my video got put up, and then once at 24 weeks. And so I've been having a lot of contractions. I am dilated, but not super crazy. I haven't been checked in a while. But today at my appointment, okay, let me rewind for a second. At 24 weeks pregnant, for those of you who've been following me or those that are just coming into this video, at 24 weeks pregnant, my uterus was measuring 27 weeks. So I was 3 weeks ahead, which is great. Not too big of a concern, but I was measuring ahead. And at 27 weeks, I was measuring right at 27 weeks. And then today, at my 29-week appointment, I was measuring 28 weeks. So I went from being 3 weeks ahead to a week behind. So that's 4 weeks difference. And because of that difference, my midwife is a little bit concerned. Not to the point where she thinks anything's wrong right now, but concerned enough that she thinks that I need an ultrasound, which is fine. I have an appointment on the 6th to see her again for my 31-week appointment, which is Wednesday, but I also have an appointment with a specialist that day as well. So I see her that morning, and then I go see the specialist that late morning, which is an hour drive distance. So that appointment with the specialist is just a follow-up, make sure my fluids are okay, and make sure that there's nothing wrong with him. There wasn't anything wrong with him last time. Everything was beautiful. He was measuring ahead. And so that was good. But the reason he wanted, because I had more fluid than I was supposed to, which was probably causing me to be measuring further along. And when I say me measuring, I mean my uterus. My uterus, not necessarily not him. So, because, you know, for those of you who've never been pregnant before or that are pregnant now and know, they use the measuring tape. They measure at your pelvic bone and measure to the top of your uterus. And that's what they go off to make sure that you're growing properly. So at my when I saw the specialist at 24 or 25 weeks, I can't remember which one it was, he was great. It was 24 weeks and he was measuring 26 because I was almost 25. And he was measuring great, but I was measuring ahead, so that's fine. I had extra fluid. He wanted me to do my glucose test and then come back and see him. So I did my glucose test last week and I passed. Everything was fine. My iron levels came back low, which is not unexpected because I've been fighting anemia most of my adult life, plus pregnancy. It gets really bad. With my oldest, it was so bad that at one point I was at 7. My levels were at 7, and they usually start treating anemia at, I believe, 11 or 12. I can't remember. In order to deliver at the midwifery, at the birthing center, I have to have levels at 10. So, I think right now I'm sitting at 10.1 is what I'm sitting at. So I'm good now, but at 36 weeks, if my levels are below 10, even if it's 9.9, then I cannot deliver there for the risk of me bleeding too much and needing a transfusion. Because even though we can see the hospital from the birthing center where I'm delivering or hoping to deliver, it's not, it's so serious when it comes to blood loss for obvious reasons. That if I needed a transfusion, they have it right there and they don't have to go get me checked in, get all this stuff prepared. They can do it, and it takes 10-15 minutes off the time frame, which is a huge deal. So at 36 weeks, if I have levels below 10, I have to go to my OB, which is fine because I love my OB too. So there was that. And then because of measuring behind frontal height now, 4 weeks difference, she wants me to get checked out for that, for fluid that he's able to grow. With my son, which was my previous pregnancy that made it, I stopped growing at 34 weeks, and at 39 weeks I was induced. So that was, I mean, they did an ultrasound at 38 weeks and he was measuring normally, he was measuring perfectly, but because I had stopped growing in a 5-week time frame, they had said, better safe than sorry, let's go ahead and induce him. So he was induced at 39 weeks. And since I have a history of not growing and I'm only 5 pounds above my pre-pregnancy weight, they are going to keep an extra eye on it. On top of that, I brought up a concern that I've had since I started noticing my contractions, and that was that sometimes it is not my entire stomach, just it goes across my stomach, but it's closer to my pelvic bone. It's right above my pelvic bone. I get this ripping sensation, and I cannot explain it. It's like a ripping, tearing. I cannot explain it very much. That's the only thing I can think of is what it feels like. My placenta, or the placenta is anterior, so it's in the front. So that is concerning. I'm not bleeding. I'm not, my stomach isn't super hard all the time. So there's no concern for it actually being my placenta having abrupted from my uterine wall. Because if it was internally bleeding, then it would pull up and there would be a hard spot, and that would be blood, obviously. But I'm not bleeding out or anything. I'm nothing crazy. So that's just something they're keeping an eye on as well. As for the contractions, I was suggested to take magnesium, 400 milligrams a day, to help with the crampiness, the contractions, so that way hopefully they'll either stop or they'll just subside a little bit, because every single day, I mean, the further you get in your pregnancy, the more Braxton Hicks you have. And that's what these are, but because every single day I have a period of anywhere from 1 to 2 hours where I'm just consistently contracting every 10 minutes apart or every 15, whatever it is. Yesterday was the first time I had an issue with actually having discomfort with it. Usually they're just tightening, and that's what I tell them. Yesterday, I want to say it was about a 2 on a pain scale, and then after the contraction would be over, I would get this dull, crampy feeling in my lower back. So that worries me that I'm going to have back labor again, which is no bueno. So anyways, that's what's going on pregnancy-wise. I do have some baby bites that I'll show you in a little bit, but something that I noticed that I've been craving lately, other than fruit, is pineapple juice. I love pineapple juice, specifically Dole pineapple juice, the ones that are in the can. I tried to look for a big bottle of it so I wouldn't have to buy the canned ones, just because I don't like drinking out of a can very much. But Dole pineapple juice has so much potassium in it, 240 milligrams, crazy. And it's got 4 ingredients, which is the potassium, pineapple juice, and then vitamin A and vitamin E. And there's one, potassium is listed as something else, but it's potassium. So, which is really good, and it's so delicious, and when it's cold, it's refreshing. So I've been drinking that, which I absolutely I cannot get enough of it. That, and then I'm still craving Dr. Pepper, and I hate Dr. Pepper. I don't drink it as much as I was, so that's good. And when I do drink it, I drink this much out of the whole bottle, and the rest gets thrown away. I think the reason why I crave chocolate is because there's magnesium in chocolate, and maybe my body, and everyone, including non-pregnant people, have a magnesium deficiency. So being pregnant, it's even more. And talking to my midwife and talking to some coworkers that I am really getting close to, they were saying it today too, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, because I really enjoy eating Reese's, but I only eat 1 cup if I eat it, so that way I don't feel so bad about it. So anyways, that and hamburgers. I want hamburgers all the time. I don't eat them, but when I do, I get it bunless, so that way I can just not feel so guilty. But yeah, that's it. Pineapple and hamburgers, well, and the Dr. Pepper and the chocolate, but nothing crazy. I will pause the video for a second, and then I'm gonna go get my baby buys, because I'm really excited about these. So hold on. Okay, so I have some here that I bought towards the beginning of my pregnancy, around the time that I found out I was pregnant with a boy, but I'm pretty sure that I haven't showed you them yet, so I'm just gonna start with those first. And I have this one. It says Little Brother, and it's got colors on it. It's so flippin' cute, and it's just a little sleeper. I didn't save any of my son's newborn stuff. I actually sold all of his newborn stuff, so I had to start from scratch, and we don't have a lot of time left, and we don't have a lot of clothes. So I started buying these, and I don't think I showed you this one either, but because I'm really excited about these. So hold on. Okay, so I have some here that I bought towards the beginning of my pregnancy, around the time that I found out I was pregnant with a boy, but I'm pretty sure that I haven't showed you them yet, so I'm just going to start with those first. And I have this one. It says Little Brother, and it's got colors on it. It's so flippin' cute, and it's just a little sleeper. I didn't save any of my son's newborn stuff. I actually sold all of his newborn stuff, so I had to start from scratch, and we don't have a lot of time left, and we don't have a lot of clothes. So I started buying these, and I don't think I showed you this one either, but I just absolutely love this. I love this little bib, and it comes with booty or little socks and a hat, and it's another sleeper, but it's a footless sleeper, which I like. I like the footless ones. And then just the other day, I went back to the store. We have this place called Fred Meyer here, and it's owned by Kroger. But they sell name brand clothes, it's kind of like a Walmart, but with name brand clothes, like Carter's, and I think Walmart has Carter's, but they have Carter's or Sweet Child of Mine or whatever the brand from Carter's is, and then they have like Nikes and Under Armour and things like that. But that's where I got these, and so this is really cute. It's got little forest animals on it and campers and things like that. Or not animals, but yeah, it has bears on it, and it's just super cute. And then the back one is just striped, and those are also footless, and I really like those. And then this one's one of my favorites. It's another little sleeper, and this one has forest animals and mountains and trees and all that fun stuff. It's super cute. It's so Alaskan. I absolutely, absolutely adore this one. It's one of my favorite ones. He may come home in this one if it's not too warm. And then this one isn't a baby one. It's actually 6 to 12 months, but Crazy 8, which is one of my favorite stores, they had this huge sale going on, and everything was marked, everything was on clearance, but then the clearance items were another up to 70% off on the clearance items. So this shirt was originally $12.88, and it was marked down to $4.99, and I paid $2 for this shirt. But it's 6 to 12, and it says never grow up, and it's just super, super, super cute. I'm so excited about it. I did buy diapers, but I'm not going to show those to you now, because I think I'm going to do a diaper haul video, because I've showed you a couple of them in the past, but I think that I have so many, and they're so cute, that I'm going to just do a cloth diaper video. There's the specific diapers that I want, and they're not super expensive. I just haven't bought them yet for many reasons. But they're made by Little Joey, and they're super cute. And I think I've showed you them before. They're little newborn diapers. They're super tiny. I have those and I'm going to buy more. I think they're on the lower end on price, but they're really well known. And they're specifically for preemie and newborns. So if I have him early, which is a huge possibility, if I have him early, then I have all these diapers that will actually fit him. So I want to put him in disposable, because I'm going to try my best not to do disposable this time around. I'm going to try, is the key word. I know that a lot of moms have done cloth diaper but didn't start cloth diaper until the baby stopped going to the bathroom so often, or when the baby was bigger, so that way they fit better. But they make newborn diapers specifically for small babies. So I'm going to try those out. And if any of you have any suggestions on diapers, if you cloth diaper, or if you've done research and you have more insight than I do, please feel free to let me know. And that being said, please don't forget to subscribe. I am going to do a collage soon, and that will be for my maternity shoot. A lady is friends with my neighbor who saw me pregnant, I guess through a picture or something, and she asked if I would want to be a model because she wants to do more maternity. She's done them in the past, but she hasn't done a lot. So she wants me to kind of be her guinea pig, I guess. She does a really great job. I've seen her pictures. She's phenomenal. And there are some places around my home and her home, and then there's a place called Beluga Point in Anchorage where the whales come out and you can see them, hence the name Beluga Point. So I'm gonna try, she wants to do them there too, so we'll do the maternity photos, and then she's also going to do my birth video. So that's exciting. She's gonna do video, and she's going to do the still portraits and things like that. I mean, just catch the moment, whether it's in the hospital or it's in the birthing center. I'm just really excited, and she's super excited too. So once that happens, obviously we'll post later, but right now he's moving like crazy and kind of distracting me a little bit. But yeah, so don't forget to subscribe. I am so close to being completely done with this pregnancy, and I'm so excited. And at 36 weeks, if I go into labor at 36 weeks, my OB said that they won't stop my contractions. They've talked about giving me a steroid shot to mature his lungs just in case he comes a little bit early, but we're just hoping that we don't have to. We're hoping that the magnesium just kind of stops or slows down any of my contractions. So that being said, I could potentially have this baby boy in 7 weeks. 7 weeks, guys. That's it. I hope I don't have him in 7 weeks. I hope I have him on the 17th, which puts me at 37 weeks. But I can have him as early as the 10th, and that is kind of August, and that is kind of surreal. I'm not even close to being done with the boys' room. I don't have Cooper a bed yet, so that means I don't have a bed for Gunner until Cooper moves over. We need to get a dresser for the boys that's going to fit both their clothes, or just get 2 separate dressers altogether. Either way, I am very much procrastinating, and it's going to be a very quick 7 weeks. So anyways, I'm going to show you my belly, and then we will be done, and we'll see you for next video. Alright ladies, so here is my 29-week belly with the scrub top down. Can't really, I mean, you can see it there, but it's not super big. Probably should squat a little bit. So there's with it down, and I'm not wearing my band today, so here is from the front, from the side, and from the other side. I'm getting big. He's showing. I can't suck in anymore. Alright ladies, so there it is. And we will see you for week 31. Bye.